The Philadelphia Red Sox?
He anywhere from 35 to 38.
I'm 32.
Man,
If you didn't know, then it wouldn't even be affecting you. So it's like,
I wouldn't be me if I didn't know though.
That's true.
I'd be some idiot. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
think I know
End
what
up
you're talking
losing people. It's like
Yes.
two guys.
Yes.
They'll just build stuff out of mud,
Man.
sticks, just everything.
You are now watching the Westmoreland Bros Podcast.
Welcome back to the Westmoreland Bros Podcast,
Okay.
episode 44,
44,
maybe?
45. Yeah.
We're up there. I don't know. We've been doing a lot of episodes. I'm actually kind of, I don't want to say surprised, because this is what we expected. I mean, I expect to see episode 1000 one day, but I mean, it's crazy that we're already on episode 40 something. We only drop one a week, so we've been at this for, how many weeks are near 55?
52. What the
52?
world?
I'm sorry, I always get it mixed up. So we've almost been at
okay.
this a year. It's almost our anniversary. Are you
That's
going to give me anything
crazy.
for our anniversary?
Maybe. I ain't gonna lie. That's kind of crazy. I ain't
It
thinking
is.
about that. So you slowed
I
it down,
didn't-
broke it down.
I was thinking 40. I'm like, that's really close to a year right there. Pretty
'Cause
close.
I just don't think about it. Like, obviously, we post it every week, Monday.
Yep.
I guess I forget the number is in tune with the week. That's the part I guess I just don't think about. But
Yeah.
that makes sense. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
We've
40.
never-
This would be dang. That's crazy.
So we've never dropped two in a week before. It's always
And
been
we've
one a week.
never. More importantly, we've never missed.
There's been some close
Never
calls, but
Yeah.
close don't
But
count. Okay.
Shout out Z. Z is a crazy good editor in no time. And I guess the question is, because you kind of elaborated on it a couple times, so I don't know if you're trying to throw a subliminal out there and I'm supposed to catch it. Probably not, though.
No, I
This is
wasn't.
a no.
I wasn't.
But do you think we will ever end up dropping more than one episode in a week?
That's a great question. I think if we got to a point where this was financially stable, I think we would, because then it being our full-time job, I mean, we would do something more than one time a week for sure, whether it's this or maybe we do street interviews or however that future Westmoreland Bros may be. But yeah, we would definitely do something more, because I mean, if we're getting paid to do it, like, obviously we're trying to get to that point, but I mean, as of right now, we're not, so it's a little more difficult. But yeah, in the future, I could definitely see that. But
I would say, honestly, I would do it like under a few different circumstances. I didn't even think about financially. Financially, yeah, that's cool. Maybe if we hit like a big subscriber amount, or
That's
maybe
true.
like
That's
like
true.
along with that, just having more like feedback and like interaction with ones who watch us, more comments left, more reposts, more likes, subscribes, all that. Like, I feel like if we got to a certain number where we have more of a base that watched us, then I'll definitely do it. But it's still nice.
100%.
We posted one of our videos the other week, and it got, I think episode 40 got like over 100 views in less than a day. So that was cool. Well, regardless, they get 100 views or 6 views. We appreciate the views. We appreciate people taking time out of their day to watch it. We hope you watch from start to finish. That's the goal, obviously. Hopefully we keep you entertained. If we do not keep you entertained, tell us why we don't in the comments. We do not care about, it's feedback. You know what I'm saying? It's all feedback. It don't matter if it's quote unquote negative or positive. Give us feedback for the podcast so we can make it more entertaining and lively for y'all. You know what I mean? I kind of just want to start off with that. But along with just starting off with something like that, talking to them directly, this is a fan favorite. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, shout out Cuzzo Harvey. He enjoys when I do the
True or
true.
false?
Yeah, exactly.
Real
So
False is a
I'll-
fan favorite. Confirmed.
I'm gonna start off with a true or false for you. You know, I got
Let's do it.
five. I got 5 good ones lined up.
Perfect.
Uh,
That's what we need.
Depending on how long we spend, maybe I'll just stop at 3. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, do that. Do that. Do 3.
yeah,
Because then you could add one more.
Pay
Make
attention.
you can do 3 more for the next one. You can do
If
3
you
more
go
for the
really
next one.
fast, though, it's not gonna be fun. So I'm gonna go by the time. We have 4 minutes and 30 seconds. So first one, high heels were invented for men. Originally.
Originally, I feel like that. Dang. I don't know. I want to say yes,
I'm about to
because
say, it looked like
there
you
has
was gonna say
been,
yes.
yeah, there's a lot of things that have been like flip flopped in like history almost, where it was for one thing, but then it sold to like other people just ate it up. But I'm really trying to
Okay.
think back. I'm trying to think back to like back in the day, and I'm thinking about like, excuse me, how they would have like women in the kitchen on the magazines, and I can picture a woman in high heels doing that, like
Woman in the kitchen,
respectfully.
see?
Yeah, that's how it was. They're like, this is where a
For
woman
sure.
belongs, blah, blah, blah. And they would be wearing high heels. So I'm like, how much further before that was a high heel really invented? And it's like, it does make you taller, but men are already tall. Maybe it makes them super tall, but that's kind of, I don't know. I'm gonna say false.
Super
I'm
tall.
gonna say false.
False.
I'm not gonna fall for it. I'm gonna say false. It was
All
not
right.
invented for men.
I like the when he edits and stuff, it's so good. So what I'm gonna do, I've always wanted to do this because I now we got our podcast. So what I'm gonna have Z do is put a picture right here of the magazine where a woman is wearing high heels in the kitchen. That's what we got right there, okay?
Not a
Anywho,
problem.
Zach said false. True. Man, I thought you had this one though. You was geek from the beginning. It's true. Listen, it helped them ride horses in combat war times. And then later in the 1600s in Europe, they used it, or it was a symbol of power and status. And then later in the 1700s is when it shifted to men. So never in our head when we think back in the day, that wouldn't even pop in our head. That's not back in our day.
No,
That's not back in our parents' day.
no.
That's way back. You know what I mean?
But what I'm
So a
thinking
long
about
time
that
ago.
is it like, okay, does that really count though? Because like when you say a high heel, I'm thinking of like something a little more sexy. The heels you're describing is like a boot almost. Dang it, whatever. I guess I'd look at the picture. That's what's gonna go into the editing. But it's like when I think of that, I think of like a boot, and it's like yeah, men to this day still wear boots, but I don't consider that like a high heel. Or even
Well,
if Brandy threw on a higher heel pair of boots, I'm like, oh, it's high heels, no, it's a boot.
Right. No, look, I agree. But I saw a few pictures, and you'll have some up here as well. So I don't know if they actually look like this. They kind of look like a woman could slip it on.
Yeah.
But I see your point as well. But it does count. So anywho, number 2, Fred B. I don't really know how to say his last name. Don't care how to pronounce it. No offense. Fred B., the inventor of Pringles, is buried in a Pringles can. Ask questions if you
That's
have
so.
to.
Yeah, that's so difficult. Dang, where? Wow, what did you do to come up with this? I'm trying to think. That's so random. I feel like I'm a decent. I don't want to say I'm on the internet 24/7, but I'm on there enough to get ideas for our podcast and basketball things like that. And I just don't recall seeing anything like this. So I'm just kind of curious as to where you even would have thought of this, let alone got this, because I feel like I'm a relatively creative person. So this is kind of crazy because I can see him doing something like that. When I think of the Pringles logo, it's fun, right? It brings a smile to my face. It's the chip. It looks like a bald white man got the mustache curling. It brings like good memories. It's like I would love to think that he is buried in a big Pringles can. But at the same time, if he was, I feel like that would have been on the.
Thumbs up.
But I feel like that would have been on the internet if he was. Like I feel like I would have seen that somewhere, right? Like out of all things we see. So, there was one time they had a dead man in the club that was all over the internet. So I feel like if the guys who invented Pringles was in a Pringles can, I would think I would see it. So I'm gonna say false.
You're not even gonna. I was gonna give you some feedback.
It's true.
Well, you didn't ask any question. Okay. All right. So it could be true or false because the answer, when you hit an answer, you're gonna be like, I don't know. But technically, it's true. He was cremated, so they put him in a little Pringles can.
Oh, okay.
But
That makes sense.
if you're thinking like, oh, his whole body, like, nah, they didn't like create a Pringles casket. You know what I mean?
And that's exactly what I thought of. That's the first thing I thought of. I didn't think about that. The ashes make sense. Although ashes are a lot. That's still a lot to put in a can.
Well, they said from the sources that I saw, the family basically said they put some. They didn't put all of it in there. They put some in there because that was his wish. Like he wanted to be buried in a Pringles can.
Oh,
But
okay.
that's the way it worked out. So yeah, I don't know. That was kind of like, what do you take that as, true or false?
I'm gonna take that as I'm right. So we won one.
All
One
right,
one.
one. Okay. Chicago Cubs are the most valuable, or got the most money, MLB team, baseball. The Cubs.
I don't know anything about
I
baseball.
see. That's why I picked this, because it's baseball fans out there, and baseball is a great sport to go see in person. I love it. It's pretty fun. But you gotta go with the right people. But anywho, I don't watch it ever, so it's like I'm like, "Dog, let me throw a baseball one in here, see if he
Never,
gets it. Throw a little
never.
curve. Wait. Throw a little curveball. You know what I'm saying?
So my logic with this
Wait. Did you
is
catch what I was saying? Did you get it?
your baseball reference, just a curveball.
Yeah. And then you see what I said? I said, did you catch what I was saying? All right, keep going.
Okay, so my logic is I'm thinking of like the expensive markets, right?
This is where he
Think-
goes bad.
We're thinking about LA, we're thinking about
Okay.
New York, right? And no
Okay.
matter how trash New York Knicks are, courtside seats are still gonna be $10,000, $100,000, whatever it is, right? No matter how bad they are. And so with Chicago, I can see Chicago being, because when I think of Chicago Cubs, that's what you said, right? Chicago Cubs, Chicago's a really good spot. Well, no, but that's it. Okay, well, listen. I hear that name, right? We got the Red Sox. I think it's Chicago
Where are
Red
the
Sox,
Red
right?
Sox?
It's Chicago Red Sox, right? I think it's Chicago Red Sox. You don't know.
Hey, look, I'm asking about something. I want you to be certain. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm asking about something I'm
Exactly.
certain about. So
I don't know. Baseball fans might laugh at me. I'm pretty sure it's Chicago Red Sox. I think, hopefully, got Chicago Cubs. But the other team I immediately thought of, where I was like, they probably are worth more, is the New York Yankees. I'm pretty sure that's what they're
Yankees.
called, the Yankees, because they're in New York. So I'm thinking if there's any team, or the Los Angeles Dodgers, I believe they're called. So either the Dodgers or Yankees could be worth more. The only way they're not worth more is if the Cubs are gassed up. Like a perfect example is the Cowboys. The Cowboys are trash, but they're so hyped up that they're worth $1 trillion. What?
Teacher, keep calling me.
Okay.
Man, they might get on you really, really, really bad. The Red Sox are actually all the way in Boston.
The Philadelphia Red Sox?
Freaking Boston Red Sox! I just told you. The same Philadelphia. Hey, you're not editing that out, bro. That's keeping. That's a clip, bro.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I gotta read a map. Oh my god.
That was hilarious. Oh my god, bro.
Okay. So it's the Boston Red Sox, right? That's what I meant.
Yep.
Boston's in Massachusetts, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I gotta double check. I need a two-step verification on my geography.
Hilarious.
Okay. I'm gonna say no. They're not the most expensive. Long story short, no. I'm going with the Yankees or the Los Angeles Dodgers because they're in more expensive places.
If you had to pick one of those, which one would you lock in really quick?
LA.
Okay. So you are correct. It is false. So you're 2-1, my boy. However, it is actually like you thought. I guess like your second option was. Yeah, it'd be the Yankees. Yep, Yankees.
Yeah. Okay. There we go,
Yeah.
bro.
All right, this one. I got two more, and it's gonna be quick. One, Gary Kay, the inventor of Match.com, lost his wife to someone she allegedly met on Match.com. What's that?
I can see that.
Match.com.
I can see that. Probably in the early days when it was like not making much money and she was like, I need to find a new dude. She probably used it, didn't even know it's him type stuff. I can see that 100%. I'm gonna say true.
It is, from what I saw my sources again, it is apparently true.
Allegedly.
And it says that apparently she was actually inviting other friends and family to use the app, so then she just ended up using it and actually matched with somebody. So It's crazy. You know what I mean? If you invent an app, just don't have your spouse help out with it. Lesson learned. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't even an app then. It was a website. Website. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't help out.
Hate to see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the best one of the night or morning, because you should be watching on your way to work. But if you're not, maybe it's the afternoon. Anywho, how? Zach, you're gonna love this one. True or false? He's worried. When you were younger, you used to rub your ear every time you drank something.
I did. It felt good
Every
too.
time
It felt good. It felt good too.
It just is that something that Baby Z just like you always just did like as a kid. Baby
Was that the
Zach
true or false?
What was that? You
Oh,
got
that, oh, oh,
That's it.
oh,
I made it fun.
I'm 4 or 5 today. Thank God. Yeah, when I was younger,
Look, ladies and gentlemen, now he can talk about it. He's happy he won.
cause I'm worried, cause I'm worried about. I don't know who's watching this, but anyway, yeah, I would drink and I would rub my ear like this. Even now, it feels good. It's like it's just cold, but I don't like it. My ear's hot. My ear's hot, and I'm rubbing it. Not a fan of it. But yeah, cold ear rubbing it. It just try doing that one day when you're really thirsty. Get a glass of chocolate milk or a glass of water.
No. Hold on.
And drink and like rub.
What do you mean try, bro? You're my big brother. So a lot of things that you did, I would try. So every time you go into your ear and stuff, eventually along the way, I was just like, bro, maybe it's something to it. I'm like, let me try. And I felt so stupid. I looked dumb. I never tried it and did it again. I didn't understand it. So
Yeah, no, when I'm here doing it now, looking at it, it does look dumb. I agree. But when I'm not, when the camera's off and I don't see it, when I don't see it and the camera's off, I'm just doing it. I can feel it. I haven't done it in years, but now that you mention it, I might.
Crazy.
Now that you mention it, I might pick it back up. I don't know. Dude,
That was crazy.
The ear's still cold too. My ear stay cold.
Nice. You like him that way.
Anyway,
What a weird freak. But
anyway,
hey, well, hold on. We'll take time, clap it up for you today. You did good on your true or false. I don't know if the audience likes that. You know, do we like when Z succeeds in these, or do we like when he fails and gets a little irritable?
they want to
Which
see.
one? You know what I
They
mean?
want.
Which one?
They want to see me go 5 for 5 one day. That's what they want. What was the first?
mean,
I got the first one. What was the first one I got wrong? What was it again?
The first one, let me go
Yeah.
back in the files. You know what I mean? Files, PDF, podcast,
Jeez.
44.
Jeez.
All right, you got the high heels wrong.
Hi.
And I think you were gonna say true at first, or maybe I'm mistaken.
Yeah. I was thinking about it because a lot of things that were not made for people were switched around or whatever. So yeah, I was.
And then for the second one, technically, Red B. Pringles inventor is not buried in a Pringles casket. You know what I mean? He's buried, or some of his ashes are in a Pringles,
Some of them,
tub or
right.
can or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, you did good, man. That was fun. Hope the audience enjoyed it.
So is delete one of these forever? And please explain all your reasoning and thoughts behind it. We'd love to hear what you're thinking. Okay. So the first thing we have as an option, it's only 3 things. The first one is electricity. No electricity, okay? So whatever it could entail in that, the light around this ring right here that's in front of my face, the thing that charges your phone, which I know you say you can get rid of any time, so you don't care. The things that bring AC into your house when it's hot outside, electricity, all of it gone. That's the first one. Second one is showering. Something that doesn't require electricity at all, but it helps you not smell like poop, okay? It brings your friends closer to you because you smell better. It brings yourself closer to your bed and make things not dirty, After a long day at work, you can find comfort in that. The third thing you could delete forever is a roof over your head. So no matter where you go, there's no roof. So literally anywhere you go, there's no roof above you. So which one would you delete forever? Electricity, showering, or a roof over your head?
Dude, you almost, the way you were going, the emotion, the animation with the hands, the way you look, I thought you were trying to sell me something. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, dang, which option am I gonna buy? And I'll tell you like this, dude, you made it too easy. And I don't want to hear no stipulations on my answer. No stipulations at all. I am not going to shower.
There'll be clarification.
I'm going to take a bath. No stipulations. You said it yourself too. So thank you for making that easy. You really tried to get me. I don't want to edit or nothing. That was good. I enjoyed
Showering
that.
as in bathing.
You
Showering
should have
as
said
in.
bathing. You can't. No, see, that's a good point. If you said bathing and then I'm like, oh no, shower, you'd be like, no, bathing.
Okay, so okay.
includes shower.
Okay.
But no,
Okay.
no, you already said shower. No,
Okay, question.
No.
So if it was bathing, would you still choose that? That's my question. My follow-up. Hypothetically, if it was bathing, would you still
no
choose bathing?
electricity, no roof, probably.
You still choose.
Well, okay, can I go rinse, put my hand in the sink and wash up, or I can't ever clean?
Sure. Oh,
I could take
okay.
I could take an H bath. That means like you pretty much just use a washcloth and under a sink or something and wash your body.
Okay. Fair enough.
Or I could just
Fair
go
enough.
jump in the lake. That's not a shower or bath. It's just an open body of water.
So you weren't choosing. So a roof over your head is not optional then.
Nope. No.
And some people don't live with a roof over their head.
That's true, and some people do, and I'm one of the people that do, and I don't want to not. I'm one of the people. If I was in the jungle, I'm chopping down branches or leaves and covering it up. Like I'll be watching YouTube videos of the It's actually like an Indonesian.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think I know what you're talking about.
Indonesian people. It's like
Yes.
two guys.
Yes.
They'll
Yes.
just build stuff out of mud,
Man.
sticks, just everything. So it's like when I watch them, like I be like, all right, bet. Like there is like if something happened, like it's hope. You know what I mean? So you just gotta have skills. But yeah, I would definitely choose bathing still because I always want to have electricity. The charger stuff to have, like you said, AC. You got me with that one because I got AC that plugs into the wall.
Yeah. I try to
just
mention things that were close to you.
Yeah, just essentials, bro. Your stove, your fridge. You know what I mean? Everything. But yeah, that's my answer though. That was good though. I like that. That was pretty decent. You know what I mean? Pretty
Okay.
decent.
Fair enough. Yeah, the Indonesian guys, they give off, because we were talking about Crocodile Hunter a few weeks ago. They kind of give off that kind of vibe, man. Just straight to work, bro. That it's like almost dang near, I want to say super educational, because when you watch them, they don't even say nothing. They don't even say nothing. They just get straight to work, bro. I be seeing them build like a full mud house with a basement with a pool in the front.
What a pool on my mom.
Bro, and I don't know how long it takes them, but it's so entertaining. And I haven't seen one of their videos in forever. I'm sure they still make them. I don't even know what the page is called. I'm sure if I looked up like Mud House or something, it'll pop up. But yeah, they go crazy. I feel like they get no props. That's probably one of the most heavily slept on YouTube pages out there. Like just in general, they need a TikTok, Instagram. I don't even know if they have that TikTok or Instagram. I feel like if they did, I would have seen them. Surely, right? There's a whole bunch of nonsense I see. I gotta see that.
On Instagram, I've seen them before, so I'm sure they got TikTok. Yeah.
Their YouTube goes crazy though. Oh my goodness, I just wonder how long it takes them to do that. They're kind of like inspirational, honestly.
They definitely are. Yeah.
So if you were trapped in the wild, you would try to do something like that.
100%. I would do something like that. When I'm in a situation where there's no other choice but to do pretty much one thing, then that's the one thing. Like it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's just that determination factor in me. I'm like, all right, bet, get into it. Like along with my skills I've already learned over my whole life of 25 years, and on top of my fantastic common sense that everybody don't have in life, which is insane.
Shout out to who?
Okay.
Shout out to who?
With no common sense.
No, shout out to D for making us go through common sense training every day.
Yeah, D. Dog, it was looking back when he would say stuff or we would do stuff and then he would react and he'd be like, common sense. I used to wonder why he would stress that word so much, and now I get it. Common sense, Kennedy. Come on. I'd be like, dang, B, I'm sorry. And now I get it. You know what I mean? Like, common sense, bro. Like, what are you doing?
It's a gift and a curse. You're good, but then you're dealing with idiots now. Compared to if you didn't know that it wouldn't even be affecting you. So it's like,
I wouldn't be me if I didn't know though.
That's true.
I'd be some idiot. You know what I mean?
True.
Like
you'd be pissing off someone else.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible. Because then some of them do. Some of them do. some of them don't even know that they like pissing you off, bro. They just like some of them just don't really care. They just as long as I don't got it, whatever, then I don't care. It's just like, oh, you're horrible. You know what I mean? Horrible. That was a good one though. Yeah, shout out D man. Anywho's in other words, breaking news with the NBA. Dame Lillard, he goes back home to Portland. He signed 2025 to 2028, $42 million, along with the Bucks still paying him out. They don't have to pay him out as much as they initially had to since he signed a contract over a certain amount, but they still got to pay him something, but it's not as much. So, it's not horrible for him, but it's still, could have been better.
Not ideal.
Let me ask how you feel about that before I move on to my second one. How you feel about that?
Portland. I don't have any feelings towards this. I've seen multiple comments. Some people were like, "This shows he doesn't want to win." Some people said this is like when Dwayne Wade went to the Cavs or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't feel any way about it. I think it just shows the grass ain't always greener on the other side, because everyone said if Dame and Giannis got together, no one would be able to stop them. They'll be unbeatable. Man, how many times have we heard that about, so many basketball players, so many possible duos, right, that should be or could be or whatever. Even with another great example is KD, Booker, and Beal. They're like, who's going to stop this team? They're 100% going to the finals. They all average 30. They're scoring 90 a game by themselves. So what? They didn't make the playoffs, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at these great players, just because they're great doesn't mean they play great together. You need to have a great team. At the end of the day, basketball, you need a superstar, but you need a great team still. So I'm happy he got his money. You always love to see someone getting paid what they need to get paid, especially with him getting hurt. But at the end of the day, the grass ain't always greener, and he is just another reminder of that.
Yeah, I agree. And I do think, to me, this is just like, all right, I'm going to wrap up my career in Portland, because I don't see him getting signed after 3 years, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe you could fact check me while I'm talking. I believe he's 30. I believe he's 36. Maybe I'm mistaken. He's only 33. But 35. I'm pretty sure I'm making 35. So he around the same.
July 15th is his birthday.
I mean, could he play past 38? Probably, I'm sure, but I don't really think it's worth it, especially if he don't win in the next 3 years, which he's not going to in Portland.
No.
So that's his career, though. It is what it is. Portland loves him. It's that simple. So shout out Dame. He got signed while being hurt, which is good, and he's getting paid some money from the Bucks still. The only thing that beats that news is Bradley Beal's contract with the Clippers. So he signs a 2-year deal for $11 million with them, but the Suns do have to pay him out. It was lowered initially. It was around a little over 100 million, but now it's seeing multiple sources say 99 million. One source said 97 million. Whatever the case is, he's getting paid that over the next 5 years. So that's an additional $19.4 to $19.8 million. And my big theory on this, which is great, Bradley Beal hasn't done anything recently in the league in the last few years. It is what it is.
Right.
I could see him into his career as a Clipper not re-signing after 2 years, because who's gonna want to pick him up at that point? And I know he's up there in age. You could let's look up while I'm talking how old Bradley Beal is, because I know if Dame 35, he anywhere from 35 to 38.
He's 32.
Bradley Beal that young and he getting done like this? Bro, he need to hoop way better, bro. I'm just got disappointed, bro. Bro, if he go crazy on this contract,
he said he probably 38.
Bro, that's crazy. Bro, if he go crazy on this contract, then dog, the Clippers, the positive way to look at this, right? Even though you just described him as being on a failing big three, the positive way is the Clippers already took the chance before to Game 7, and they were right there. They should have probably won the series, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
Whatever, though. We don't got to play the what if. So they lost, but still, if Bradley Beal even hoops a little bit, where he's averaging decent numbers for a starter, they're going to be all right. Because Kawhi going to do what he going to do all the time. Don't matter. James Harden is showing that he's cool in LA. He's cool as a Clipper. Like, he been hooping. He do his thing when he need to. So if Bradley Beal comes in and literally just does his job. That, no offense, you play basketball, this is what it is. He ain't been doing his job that well the last few years. So if he takes this as a fresh start, the Clippers can do really, really well. They could
I agree.
ultimately go to the finals with the experience of Kawhi Leonard winning twice already,
I agree.
with the hunger of Bradley Beal, especially wanting to prove himself this year.
Yeah.
And then James Harden won a ring, especially after Giannis won a few years ago.
Yeah.
I can see this being good. So this could be great for his career too. After 2
I
years, he could get re-signed to another 3-4 year deal and then retire as a Clipper.
I agree.
Still, like I said, get paid another dang near $20 million for 2 years, bro. That's
I'm
crazy.
not betting on them to win, but this is a much better situation for him because Kawhi is a better defender than KD, Beal, or Booker, 100%.
Right.
And then in terms of offense, James Harden is more of a passer than Booker, Beal, or KD. So it's like now you have a passer and a defender, and then Beal is a scorer.
Oh,
So
and
I think
bro.
it does work out better in the long run. I'm kind of worried about them defensively, but at the same time, when you consider James Harden a lockdown
That'd be
defender,
alright.
not really. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah, I think it's definitely a better fit now that I'm sitting here thinking about it. I'm not going to put my money on them winning, but I do think this improves them. And like you said, maybe they would have had a chance to win against the Nuggets last year if they had Beal on the court. So it's definitely interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. And they got Brook Lopez, too. I don't know if you care about that or not, but that gives them a big man.
Wait, who?
The Clippers, I believe. You can look it up.
I thought he went to the Lakers.
No.
I'm gonna look that up.
We got dominating.
It broke up. You got who?
We got DeAndre Ayton. We got dominating.
I got Aiden. Okay, we'll talk about that maybe next podcast. That's bad. But the Zubac still play for the Clippers?
I think so. I'm not sure though.
And the good thing is too, they still, like you said, you said they got Brook Lopez. Look that up while I'm talking real quick. But if that is true, they still got, like I said, height in the paint. So the defense, maybe on the perimeter, isn't going to be as good. But I don't think it's nothing to really worry about too much. I have to go back and look at all the full team, but I do believe they got good height in that paint.
Yeah, no. From what I'm seeing on Google, they got Brook Lopez and they have Zubac still. So that's
He be going crazy for them. Like
he does play well for them.
yeah, but in the playoffs, I believe he was averaging at least a double, like on the real.
He does play well for them. No, for real. It's a solid team. It's not a horrible team by any means. So I don't know. It's
See
possible.
what they do, man.
Maybe the Clippers get their ring this year. I don't know.
Hey, we gonna see that one person out there who's a die hard Clipper fan put in the bet that they go to the finals, bro. He gonna get paid, boy.
Hey, bro, he's gonna get paid.
Make sure to like, comment, share with everybody you know, and subscribe.